What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Today, I'm going to head back into the Scroll Cup and see just how good Araquanid can be right now in this meta. I've seen a couple people testing this Pokemon out, and I've been a big fan of Araquanid ever since NAIC this last year. It's been a very fun Pokemon to use in the Open Great League in certain metas. I don't think it's as great in Open Great League right now, so might as well give it a try here in Scroll Cup and see how it goes. I'm going to pair it up today with Shadow Celio as well as Shadow Sableye. Araquanid is one of the bulkiest Pokemon in the entire game, and pairing it up with two very offensive picks here feels like a fun team. Let's get into the battles and see what this team can do. Okay, we got a game. It's going to be our Araquanid into a Morpeko. This is where I want to see it. Although I am weak to electric-type damage, so this could be a little bit scary if they dance around a bit, but man, these bug bites already taking away literally about 60% of their HP. That's crazy. Alright, they bait us here, that's fine, I guess. Because I can Bubble Beam this and either knock him out here, or potentially get the shield. It really depends on what they want to do with this Pokemon. They actually shield that, which I think is kind of interesting. I'm not going to shield my Araquanid again. I believe there will be a Gastrodon in the backline, which could be a little bit scary, but at the very least, this is only a neutral Dark-type Aura Wheel. I say only as I take, like, 50% of my HP, but, like, I do survive that, right? I'll bring in my Celio, and we were actually met by an Araquanid, or an Annihilate, rather, which is not ideal. Maybe there's still play for us. We'll see. We'll see what we can do here. We get a shield. And this is actually kind of big. We land the Water Pulse. They didn't realize how spammy Celio was here. So we get the knockout. And now we can potentially still dance around this Azumarill more than we would have otherwise. I'm going to go for the Body Slam now. And potentially we can swap back into a Araquanid to not give him a farm down against us. This might be a bad play, but I will no-shield this. Oh, it's an Ice Beam? Do we get this move? No, we don't. Okay. That's annoying. If I could have potentially got that Bubble Beam off there, that would have been massive. They Ice Beam again? Man, that's a crazy bait. To be fair, that doesn't really help him out too much here, where the pacing is still the exact same to the next play rough. But I'm surprised that they went for that. Okay, we're fine here. We are so fine. What a crazy game. Celio actually came in clutch there on the safe swap. All right, next game. Let's see how long this one takes. The last one was super quick. Okay, really good lead matchup here. Bug Bite is super effective into this Pokemon. Sableye doesn't want to see this, but Xylis could play here as well if I needed it to. All right. I mean, I guess this could be a Power Gem, but I would be very surprised if we saw that coming through here. Yeah, just a foul play. This could be a Bug Buzz. Let's see what they're going to do. I would imagine at this point they have to shield this, but maybe they don't. Nice. If they shield, then I can swap to Sableye. 9 Shadow Claws right now. This could very well be a high damaging attack, such as a Dazzling Gleam, so I will shield this up. But they go for a Foul Play bait instead. Okay. This is an interesting swap out, in my opinion, because they're going to have to go for a shield here on this Dazzling Gleam. Okay. I'll shield this up as well. We can overfarm a little bit if we need to. Honestly, we could swap out as well, but I feel like... Wait, they're actually running Dark Pulse? That's kind of crazy in this meta, I think. I think in this meta, I've more often seen people run... what's it called? The Dragon Pulse, actually. Because there's not a lot of targets for Dark-type damage in this meta. Okay, who comes in here? Probably that Sableye, and they're likely going to go for a foul play against us. Alright. What I'm going to do here is I'm now going to bring in my Araquanid. I'm going to farm down, and if I need to, I can potentially debuff the final Pokemon with a Bubble Beam. Which, I mean, maybe I do need to. It's an Annihilate, which is a little bit scary, actually. If they're on close combat, I could lose this game. But I would be a little bit surprised if they ran close combat in this meta. We'll see. That's only a Rage Fist. That's only 6. And since they're a -1 attack right now, this just puts them back up to neutral. We'll see, though, how close this is going to get, because it's a non-Shadow Annihilate. Maybe they survive the Surf a little bit easier than the Shadows I've been seeing. But I bet this still puts them into Powder Snow downrange. And I'm outside of range where I get knocked out. Okay, I think one more. Yeah, I don't think I get Foul Played on my Araquanid to lose. They have to throw a move here as well. So they need like 2 Foul Plays to win this. And even if they had it, honestly, I think they need a Foul Play plus a Power Gem to knock out the Araquanid still. And I might just snipe down with 1 Bug Bite here too. Yep, okay. Okay, we're kind of cooking now. Next game. Alright, we're going to see Araquanid into Mandibuzz. Okay, not a great lead matchup here. But, I mean, what we can do is we can swap in Sableye. And while Sableye does generally lose to this Pokemon, I think we can bait them to stay in here for quite some time. Or maybe just build up a lot of energy. They throw on bad timing here, so I get a full Shadow Claw sneak through. I might as well go for the shield here, just to ramp up a little bit more energy. They Foul Play us, makes sense. Whoa. They bring in their own Araquanid. I don't know what that's going to mean is in the back, but they must realize that Power Gem is unlikely. Oh, maybe they don't. $14. Okay. So, I do wish I had Power Gem for this specific matchup, but I like having Dazzling Gleam potentially for some of the other more annoying Pokemon in this cup. Dazzling Gleam is really nice, not just against the Pokemon here like Mandibuzz, but it's also really good against Pokemon, you know, like if you need to go for a charge attack into Annihilate. It's not bad into that. If you need to go for a charge attack into an opposing Sableye, Dazzling Gleam's the way to go. And honestly, I wasn't really expecting to see, you know, an opposing Araquanid here, which is another main reason why I went for it. But it might have been a better play. I honestly don't know what the way is in this meta. Okay, they get a move off here, likely just going to be a Bubble Beam against us. And I'm so happy that I baited this out, because if I didn't, just imagine how bad Arcelia would be feeling in the backline right now. They're likely bringing in the Mandibuzz, yep. Maybe a Mud Slapper in the back? Oh no, of course, it's just the Shadow Annihilate. Because why wouldn't it be the Shadow Annihilate here? That's the only Pokemon that people are using right now. I need this bait to work out for us here. Oh, that's nasty. If I land the Surf there, I think I can just win that game. Okay, next game. Araquanid into Jellicent. Okay, well, we actually found the worst possible lead, haven't we? Maybe this isn't so bad for Araquanid. You know, maybe we can cope our way through this matchup. I mean, Bug Bites do 2 damage per turn, so there's that. I'm going to swap out now, though. We can maybe try to dance around this later on. Okay. Well, this isn't looking ideal for us so far. But I mean, Xvilis is not the hardest answer to Shadow Sableye, so we can try to get some shields down here if possible. Okay, nice, we get a shield. Alright. I'm just going for the Foul Play here. It might be a strange play, but I wouldn't mind putting this thing a little bit lower on HP. They can't farm us down still. Unfortunately, they're smart, and they do know that. And they can go for a Body Slam here, which is gonna knock us out. And then the bad thing is, they'll get a Dragon Pulse off into my my Araquanid. But what I think is fine here is I should still survive this, and I have a shield advantage. Oh, only Body Slam? Hold on. Oh, they get a second one on DRE? That is actually catastrophic. But maybe this is still fine. We'll see. If I can survive this and get a Bug Buzz into that Jellicent, I'd be so happy. I think I should be able to. Oh, it's a Celio in the back. That is crazy that they'd bring this in here. Maybe we get a shield. But I'm kind of fine with the damage, I guess, as well. Or, 5. I mean, I don't shield body slams here. There's no way I can do that. Jellicent is at 1 hex of energy, so keep that in mind. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so they're at 3. And they're at 3 here. So they're 1 away right now from reaching a Shadow Ball. They do shield that, I guess makes sense. 6. Okay. This game's gonna be really annoying because they probably just go straight Surf here. 7. Okay. Well, here's the thing. They're 1 away from their next Shadow Ball. When they do full send a Shadow Ball, actually. Okay. This game's gonna get so weird. So I don't know if I'm in Body Slam range from that Celio just yet. Okay, and there's also a chance I just win CMP. I have the move loaded. Do I try to go for a catch here? I don't really see any reason not to. Yeah, okay. That was the worst lead possible for us, right? I don't know what they necessarily do to a more Pekko lead, I'll be real. They probably just lose to it. But luckily here, Celio in the backline, not as weak as you'd think it should be into Jellicent. Somehow coming back from that one. Let's go. Next game. Let's try to win this lead. Araquanid into Azumarill. Okay, I would not call this a 1 lead necessarily, but it's honestly very playable. Way more than you'd expect. Just because, even though I only do resisted damage here, my 1-turn fast attack is adding up quite a bit against this Azumarill, so we'll see what they want to do. And they do immediately throw a charge attack here. I'm kind of tempted, though, just to swap out, save this energy, and swap in Sableye of all things. That might be a strange play, but, like, might as well, I think, because Sableye here, honestly not that bad. Okay, I don't know why I'm seeing all the Guzzlords and Zviluses now, but this is kind of crazy. My Celio hopefully is going to have some play in the backline, but I'm not sure if it will or not. We do survive 1 Brutal Swing here, which is pretty nice. I'm going to go for a bit of a risky bait. We'll see if it pays off. They're at 3, so they're at their next Brutal Swing right now. Okay, they do let that go. Alright. I mean, this is still very fine, right? I didn't necessarily, need to avoid Azumarill into my Araquanid. But, like, I would have preferred for this game to play out differently so far. We'll just knock this out, though. Bug Buzz will get the KO. And we see the Azumarill come right back in. Okay, they're building up a lot of energy here. But I mean, so am I, right? My fast move pressure has already got this Azumarill down to about half HP, which is kind of crazy. It should be at 8 right now, so 4. Oh my goodness, no! You're kidding me! Dang it, no! I thought I had more play there than I would, but it's just Annihilate in the back. Okay, we got our next opponent. Araquanid into Araquanid, okay. Battle of the Bug Enjoyers. I've seen people play this matchup out many different ways here. I don't know what the proper way is. Like, do you go straight Bug Buzz? Do you Bubble Beam bait? I guess it really depends on what moveset your opponent's running. I do win CMP, which is kind of nice. It's going to guarantee here that either I get a shield or a lot of damage before a Bubble Beam bait can come through. And it looks like they do opt to let that move go. I'm going to no-shield this myself, and we'll see what they throw here. I would imagine a Bug Buzz will be thrown into us. Yeah, so I'm going to swap here. They're basically in range where a Body Slam could knock them out later on. And just in case we need to bait something out for the backline, I'm going to swap in my Shadow Sableye. And it looks like it's a good thing I did, because we see a more Pekko come on in. I've seen a lot of more Pekkos in this meta, not even running Psychic Fangs. So if they don't have Psychic Fangs here, if they're running Seed Bomb instead, it's going to be a little bit hard for this Pokemon to consistently knock us out. Yeah, they do Aura Wheel us, so if they do have Psychic Fangs, they don't bait. If they don't have it, then it makes sense to have played it out the way they have so far. Alright, they're at another Aura Wheel now. Sableye does lose CMP though, so always have to keep that in mind. These Shadow Claws, though, have put them down to about half HP, which is pretty cool. They're at 6. Oh, they Seed Bomb Beta, so they can actually CMP the next Seed Bomb here. Okay, we don't fall for the catch. Instead, we come in Celio into the Mandibuzz, which is finally where I want to see it. I think this is the first time that Celio has found its mark in this meta so far. They're at 7, so let's see what they're going to throw. Probably a Foul Play. Yep. 8. They're 1 away from the next Foul Play here, which will hurt quite a bit, but I should survive it. Alright. I don't really want to give them any extra energy here if I can help it, so I'm going to let them throw this move. And now try to get back-to-back... Oh, I don't even know if I can back-to-back Body Slams. That's kind of tragic here, actually. We'll see what they bring in, though. Okay. Oh, what was that? I have no idea what they just did. I don't think they got a fast move through them with their Morpeko, though. So I think they're still 1 away from an attack. Bubble Beam them just to try to survive a little bit better here. And make it so I can Shadow Claw this down if I need to. Alright. Bubble Beam does not knock us out. And I should be able to swap out now. Oh, they're on Water Pulse? Wait. Didn't they show, Bug Buzz earlier? Are they on double nukes? They're not even on Bubble Beam? That's crazy. But they were 1 away from the Seed Bomb here, so it's a good thing that we have all of this energy. We can just knock out the Morpeko and still clinch the win. Love to see that. GG's. Next battle. Let's see. Araquanid into Araquanid. A lot of bug enjoyers now. Okay. Well, we want to see this here, right? We want this Pokemon whittled down so we don't have to deal with it with our Celio. And Sableye is pretty neutral here as well, so just like, it's just good for this Pokemon to be gone. Wow, they instantly throw a Bubble Beam into us? You know what? I'm freaking doing the same thing. I don't know if this is a good play or not, but like, if they're doing it, I'm doing it. This is like the second time I've seen someone do that to me. So when in Rome, Bubble Beam via Araquanid, and now I guess Bug Buzz should hopefully be able to do quite a bit of damage here. Oh, I bet they're not even on Bug Buzz, are they? They're not even on it. No, they're just on the crazy moveset here. Alright. Well, this is fine. I probably should have gone straight Bug Buzz here, but they mind-gamed me. That's not fair. Defense debuff? That doesn't really matter much, because my attack's been lowered so many times. They probably Water Pulse us now, but that's fine if they do. Because I think I do survive pretty comfortably. Yeah, I'm going to swap here to Sableye. Save some energy on my Araquanid. Another Morpeko in the back, okay. So it is nice that I saved my Araquanid just in case we do need it. But Shadow Sableye can put in quite a bit of work here still against Morpeko, as we saw in the last game. We get his shield to the foul play. 6, 7, 8, 9. Build this up. Let's see what they're going to do. They do Aura Wheel. Nice. No bait. So right now, they're going to be at 4. Keep that in mind. And their attack has been raised a stage. 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. And this catch is actually kind of huge, because it kind of guarantees at this point that this Morpeko is no longer as big of a threat. I bet they Seed Bomb. No, they Psychic Fangs. Okay. Interesting, interesting. So now they're still 1 away from their next attack being, well, their next Aura Wheel, I should say. Okay. Well, that's very fine by me. What wants to come in here to absorb all of my energy? It's some more Pekko. Okay. So they'll get me to shield, unfortunately. I'm almost certain they're going to go for a Psychic Fangs. And I don't love shielding that, but I feel like it will be the play just in case there's a Pokemon like an Annihilate in the backline that I need my energy for. Alright. I think we're one Shadow Claw away from a Dazzling Gleam, so we should be able to reach that if we need to. Or if it's like a Jellicent in the backline, I can reach a Foul Play. Oh, let's go. Or if it's a Sableye, once again, we reach the Dazzling Gleam, which might not one-shot. I didn't see if it was a Shadow Sableye, but if it is, it does knock out. And if it isn't, you know, my Celio can close up anyway. Let's go. Okay, we're cooking. Alright, next opponent. Araquanid into Annihilate. Okay, we don't love seeing this Pokemon here, especially on the lead, but I feel like we have ways to deal with it still. I can at least bait a Water Pulse, which would hurt them quite a bit. I've seen a lot of other Annihilates, or rather Araquanids, running Water Pulse here in this meta, so there's still a chance they shield this up. Alright, let's see what they do. Bubble Beam is not going to do a lot of damage here, obviously, but if they think this could be a Water Pulse, maybe we get a shield. Nice, we do, which is very helpful, because now Araquanid gets some use this game. Rage Fist will land once again here, but my Bubble Beam has debuffed them, which means I do survive this pretty consistently, and I should get my next Bubble Beam off just barely. If they're not counting well, you know, maybe they shield this up thinking it's another Water Pulse, but I feel like at this point they do just no-shield. Yeah. Okay, honestly, like, that's not the best lead for me, but I've done a decent amount of work there. I mean, this is a neutral Rage Fist. I'm not going to shield it up. I'm going to save shields for my Celio and hope for the best. Ow! Holy crap. Why did that do, like, 60% of my HP? Maybe I can land a Dazzling Gleam into something, though. There's not a lot of Sableye counters that truly want to take the energy that Sableye has. Okay, we see a Toxapex in the back. I wonder if it's the Home Slice Henry team. Which, if that is the case, I wish I could remember the final Pokemon. What was it, like? It's gotta be something decent enough for Celio. I guess we'll find out shortly anyway. We do land this second Foul Play, which is gonna hurt quite a bit. Damn. 8, 9. Wait. I don't know if I miscounted here, but I feel like they'd never throw something that's not a Sludge Wave here. Okay, yeah, I miscounted. But that's fine, because we still shield that up. Oh, it is Gastrodon in the back, okay. Playable, maybe. I think I'm going to go for triple Body Slam. We'll see if that's the play. They likely go for Body Slam themselves here. Yeah. They have the next Body Slam right now. I could try to catch this move, but I don't know if that's the play. I don't even knock him out with the next Body Slam, though. I should have went for the catch, though, obviously, because they did throw the energy here. Alright, I'm hoping this Body Slam's enough to knock out. If it is, I feel like there's a good chance we can win this game. If not, honestly, I might have wanted to go for the Surf. Okay, it does knock out. Do I survive 2 Poison Jabs? I do. Nice. Celio just too spammy here. 4 Body Slams is all we need to win this endgame. And we're able to knock out the Toxapex and clutch out the win here. Okay, let's go. Alright, next game. We're going to see Araquanid into Brionne. Okay. Not bad. We know Charm is not necessarily great for Sableye, and we know Celio as well does not want to see this Pokemon if we can help it, so I'm fine staying in here, just kind of neutrally losing this matchup, and trying our best to just Bug Buzz this, maybe get a shield advantage. If they want to, they could shield and try to, like, win the 1-0 shield matchup, but I don't know if they're going to. I'm I'm going to overfarm a little bit here, just in case I need energy for the backline. Yeah, they do just let that go, so pretty good for us. All right. I will just let my Araquanid go here. Sableye should be pretty good in this spot. There's a chance I'm on double nuke. Maybe they shield. No. But as long as my Celio has play in the backline, I should be fine. But they'll have 2 Rage Fists here, and 2 Rage Fists on Annihilate will be a little bit scary. Just depending on what they have in the back. I mean, honestly, Araquanid did put in some work here. Okay, not really a surprise to see a Gastrodon in the backline. Not the best Pokemon to see, obviously, but still pretty playable. I'm going to shield this, I think. They do Earth Power, so a good shield by us. I probably should not be throwing Body Slam here, but I throw a Body Slam here, so we'll have to deal with the consequences. Okay, well, we get a shield. I'll go for the Surf this time to guarantee either a knockout or a shield here. Let's see what they want to do. I guess it probably doesn't knock out straight up, but it's close enough. And they have to Body Slam us here. Alright, we should be fine, because while Annihilate does have a lot of energy on it, what I also have is, my Sableye, right? I can no-shield this first Rage Fist. I should be able to Shadow Claw this down after shielding once, and then that should win us the game. Yeah, that does do more damage than I'd like it to. But even after 2 boosts, I'm pretty sure we can either get a Simul KO, or Sableye could still come out on top with a fast move war. Big Rage Fist. Yeah, our Shadow Claws are still shredding. Nice, okay. I don't love letting a Araquanid go like that, but I figured that having my Celio avoid Annihilate would be better than anything, so we were able to pick up the win there. Last game of the set. Can we get the 5-0? Or will we get a mere 4-1? We'll see a bit of a tricky lead here, but I bet Araquanid honestly is going to be able to still put in some work against this matchup, because Bug Bite here, as you can see, is going to do about as much as these Pecks are doing to them. Or to me, that is. So, we'll see. I do need to neutralize this Pokemon for my Sableye, and they are lower on HP than I am, so this isn't terrible. Okay, this is not great. They actually have 2 Core Breakers here, which I think is not allowed in the Go Battle League. You're only allowed to have 1. This is the first Empoleon I think I've seen in this meta. This is so bad. This is the first Empoleon I've seen in this entire, whatever it's called, Scroll Cup. Okay, well, we might just be losing this game. We do get a shield, which, maybe that's good. I don't get another move off, and they get a perfect farm down. So that is less good. I'll bring back in a Araquanid here, though, because I know I can go for a Bug Buzz in just a second, and that will hurt quite a bit. I don't know how much they're going to be respecting my Celio. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have thrown this move, honestly. I'm going to undercharge a little bit. I don't really want to knock him out. I should have just swapped here, though. Oh, man. Now they can bring back an Empoleon here and start outpacing me. This is bad. Oh, no! It's just triple Core Breakers! You can't make this up. I mean, maybe you can. Maybe they Seed Bomb or Psychic Fangs this year. That's our only chance of winning this one. I needed that energy lead so bad. No, they Aura Wheel. GG's to them. That is unfortunate. I don't think I could have had a real chance at winning this game unless maybe, no, that's a lie. I could have won this game. I should have just not thrown the Bug Buzz into the Murkrow there. I was hoping I'd get a shield from them, but I don't even know what that team was. We'll take the 4-1, though. If I can catch this Togedemaru, that is. I guess we can't. Let's try that again. There we go. What does that get us up to? Back to the 2600s. I guess not too bad. This team was a lot of fun to use today, and honestly, Araquanid did put in a lot of work here, aside from a few annoying core breakers you might see. I mean, even Mandibuzz isn't that bad. I didn't really fight too many of those, but Sableye has a lot of play there. Even Murkrow wouldn't have been that bad in that last game, as long as there wasn't an Empoleon and a Morpeko behind it. But through and through, this is a very fun team. If you want to try out Araquanid, give this team a go. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.